Okay. Next, again, I'm making my own order. Well, after that it's recorded. You can listen in any order you like. It's separated. I don't know. I just went along with this wherever it took me. So the Ajna, yeah, this green mind. Yeah, mind is related to the head and the Ajna. So the Ajna is the place of the conceptualization. Yeah, the processor of the input we get from the outer world. The input in the sense of the ideas, insights. Yeah, there's other senses that are arrived to the body and don't go through the Ajna. Yeah, the Ajna is associated with the eyes. Like I said, we can always go there, always a deeper layer. So I won't touch that, but it's really Ajna is what do I see? What do I see? And as well, what do I hear? Yeah, there's always the hearing sense that goes all across the centers, except also the heart in a sense, yeah, all across. So yeah, the themes of the Ajna. It's an awareness center. So what do we know about awareness centers? Yeah, do you remember the main aspect of that? Well, maybe there's plenty, but I'm referring to the fear. So which kind of fear is it in the Ajna? Yeah, do you remember? Do you know? That's the anxiety. Yeah, the anxiety we had in the spleen. We had the basic natural fears. We had in the solar plexus, the nervousness. And here we have this anxiety. Now, the Ajna has the theme of conceptualizing, yeah? Taking this stream of information and making an idea, a thought out of that. Yeah? And again, an idea, thought, an insight, it depends on the definition in the Ajna. You can have your opinion. Yeah, it's the upper part, the upper gates that pointing to the head are like the catcher in baseball. Yeah, or you play with a ball with a friend or your child. Yeah, and you throw a ball. So the one that is catching the pressure, yeah, what's being thrown to him from the head center is really the Ajna. It's the upper gates are here to catch what the head is throwing. Yeah, what the pressure of the head is bringing. Now, the gates from the down part that are pointing to the throat. You see, kind of a narrow path. Just look at the narrow path that the Ajna is here. Yeah, people in the not-self world believe, the mind is controlling our life, but just look in the body graph, only between two centers. It disconnected from the other 6 centers. Like the other 5, because it's 1, 2, 3, the head, the Ajna, and the throat. The other 5 centers under the throat, it's disconnected. There's nothing to do with it. The mind is clearly not here to rule our life, but it's an awareness center that here is part of the development from the 7-centered being, where the Ajna was the dominant. Yeah, we used the mind, this capacity that differentiates us from the animals in order to rule, the world, to get to the top of the food chain. We have no way. The only danger we have is from ourselves or the planet, in the sense. No animal, no lions or dogs or sheep or cows, are putting us at risk. Now, these themes really that we're gonna look at them. These ideas that come. The thoughts, these opinions, insights. Do you have them fixed, constant? Do you have them when your Ajna is defined? So these are the themes of the Ajna. It is the processor of thoughts, of all the ideas, all the concepts. Beautiful center, by the way. Yeah, the fact that it's ruling our planet, and it's yeah. One more thing I say, it's yeah, they say it's kind of 2 times more dominant than the spleen. This is why the fears of the Ajna can seem much more powerful, yeah, than the spleen. The spleen is like survival. The Ajna is like, oh, I'm afraid my opinions will not be accepted. I'm afraid I don't have ideas to contribute. My insights, I cannot make them clear to others, yeah, and or I don't have answers. Again, other themes that come from this, or sub themes that come from the Ajna. And again, fears bring awareness. Fears bring awareness. But when fear is ruling us, it's duality. Awareness doesn't come. And we are controlled, and we are making the wrong decision in the fact that we're hurting the form. We're hurting our body. Undefined. So on with the journey. Yeah. So what the undefined is doing, yeah? Amplifying the experience. So what does it amplify? Yeah, do you know? It amplifies the fears. It amplifies the anxiety. It is an inconsistent thoughts process. Why? Because this person might think in one way next to a person with this defined ajna, and another definition comes, then he thinks differently and he cannot make up his mind. I have a defined ajna. I conceptualize in a very specific, narrow way. Yeah, now what happens with this open mind? Yeah, this hello, is there anything in there? So the baby is born, and it starts to be the garbage for all the other people that are dumping their thoughts, their beliefs, their opinions inside. Yeah. Someone always, Ra was saying, just picture that. Yeah, see that. You have an open mind. You didn't have any, this open ajna. If you have an open ajna, your head is definitely open. You never had an original thought in your life. You're here to measure the thoughts of others, the way others conceptualize. It doesn't mean that the defined are controlling that as well. Yeah, this what comes. It's the stream of the information, neutrinos, but still it comes through their filter. Yeah, some idea. For the open mind, no, they're here to be wise about conceptualization. And yeah, because they cannot make up this mind, and yeah, I touch it recently more and more when I speak with people, we are in a deep, dense, ajna-dominated, not self world. Yeah, people try to rule through the thoughts. Yeah, so what they do, they try to be certain because they have no way of processing their thoughts. Hey, be sure of what you say. Hey, you said one thing, why aren't you consistent, in your thoughts? Why do you lose your train of thoughts? All these expression, oh, I lost my train of thoughts. Now, I can also have it with a defined ajna, but easier for me to go back on track, yeah, with this consistent way of digesting my thoughts, I may call it, digesting the information. So, are you trying to convince everyone that you're certain? Yeah, that spelling mistake there is small. It's you are certain. Yeah, not your. Are you trying to convince everyone that you are certain? Yeah, you are free from that. You are born not necessarily to be certain, not to be certain. I speak certainly. It doesn't mean I am right or wrong. It's just my outer authority. Yeah, that's the problem. People take it for, oh, you speak and you are certain, you're authoritarian, you know what you're talking about. No, everybody has their own inner authority. Yeah, but people with an undefined ajna, yeah, when they'll try to make a decision and they will speak about decision, they will try to be certain. I know that I'm doing that. I know that I'm going in the right direction. I know that I need to do that. I know I think, I think this is the best solution. It's so funny to see that. Well, it's sad for these people, but because they're here, it's so beautiful to accept yourself as an, uncertain being. I also I see, 3 brothers of mine, 2 brothers, 1 sister, open Ajna, open head, open mind. Oh, this terror I see when they try to be certain, and they grew up with a mother that is what to do. It's no choice. No choice. I used to say no choice, no blame. Their mother, open head. Defined head. And when I say defined head, you can take it to understand, defined head, you have to have a defined ajna. So that's for granted. So they got this pressure of, she has a way of consistently conceptualizing, and a very, very defined, 3 channels to the ajna. But their children, were born not to be certain, and it's a bit even, I don't know, I say sad, it is what it is, but when they try to be certain of their opinion, and I tell you, well, it looks ridiculous. I can feel the energy. And when they're not certain, it's beautiful. You can see them, they express themselves in their uncertainty. There are a lot of layers to that, a lot of layers to that. The way you speak, maybe with an open ajna, you might be authoritarian, but mainly involving your decision. You will try to be certain of your decision, of your opinions, of your ideas. And like we see, it's about 50-50, undefined, defined. So the defined, remember, defined is narrow. Now we have this saying, narrow-minded. Are you narrow-minded? Yeah, I am narrow-minded. I have a fixed ajna. I have a fixed way. What is narrow-minded? Your thoughts, the way you process them, you just see so narrow. See, the sense of the ajna, see, as well as here. I see narrow. And I process things narrowly, beautifully, but narrowly. And I have a consistent way of thoughts process. I express things also in this way, with the connection to the truth. And mental anxiety, I will have a certain mental anxiety. I'm here to have that. But I am able to cope with it, again, as well as it's not managing my life. So just understanding that you have a defined head, you will experience mental anxiety, like the other fears. You have a defined spleen, you will experience basic natural fears so you can survive. The solar plexus will bring you nervousness. But it's, what happens, our wonderful slide, the undefined will have an amplified mental anxiety, and it will believe in that, and it will be certain that it needs to eradicate whatever it has. And so on and so forth. It amplifies the experience of the defined ajna. So when we refer to the mind, you can see that basically a defined mind is when the ajna is defined. I have, for example, perhaps this is even taken, the middle one is taken from my design. The 11 is connected to the throat through the 56th. I have an open, like this open head, it can all the mental pressure, but the mind, the way of conceptualizing is fixed. Now this is in the middle. The right one has also a very fixed one, head and ajna. It can be a person who is very mental as well. Now the left one is an open mind. It will have a way of the aspect through the gates, but basically the themes will be amplified. The themes of the head, the mental pressure, questions, etc., inspiration, and the ajna, the conceptualizing. So we have three different configurations here. And again, we go to this esoteric or unique projectors, and here we have the mental projectors. Now, I couldn't find a design, but the mental projector doesn't necessarily have the throat defined, it will have the Ajna defined. Either all three, or centers, throat, Ajna, head, or it will have the throat, the Ajna, yeah, or it will have the head and the Ajna. And this is the only projector that actually has, in a sense, no inner authority. There is no center that is considered the inner authority. It stops with the G. But still, no one is here to make this. I heard this question, I'm a mental projector, so what? Others decide for me? No. You have a decision-making process as a mental projector. Yeah, you also have this kind of actually, it's referred to it as a sounding board. You speak with someone else to hear your voice, to hear your thoughts, and it bounces from the other person. Like, look at the openness. You've got this projector will have at least 6 centers open, so it reflects, energy comes from the other. You can hear yourself, and you speak about a decision that you first was invited to. Then you can speak about it, and you hear yourself mental processing. Yeah, you're processing it mentally, and you speak with another person, and you get a different perspective of yourself. It's about you listening to yourself. Yeah, there might be discussion and dialogue, and eventually, with time, you speak to different people, you will have a physical experience of accepting this invitation or not. It still will not be a mental decision. Very important. Very challenging for these projectors. I've met some, because they are so much in their head. Their only definition is like in their mind, it's my better say. The way of process, and they can just believe in that and take decisions from that aspect. And they have a lot of value. They have a lot of value, these mental projectors, and a lot of challenge. So, our favorite duo, strategy and inner authority. Even if you're a mental projector, you wait for the invitation. If you don't have an inner authority, you have your decision-making process. We see the mind cannot be an inner authority. Yes, again, regardless of the type, the Ajna, like we say, can be defined in any type. Do you have any questions on this center? Okay, great. No questions. So that's the Ajna for now.